Good design isn't necessarily iconic buildings or iconic public spaces. Good design is often about doing the simple, mundane things really, really well.
Good design to me is both the visible and the invisible. The visible is the fact that I'm drawn to it. It's aesthetically beautiful, the craft is amazing. The invisible is the fact that it falls to the background when I use it.
So design is both an attitude, it's challenging the status quo. How do we get a better outcome? What else can we do?
Whether you're an architect or a graphic designer or an industrial designer, design is about a landscape of ideas, and good design contributes to that landscape.
Good design is enhancing the human experience, giving people a better sense of the now and the real world.
It's all about being able to stand in the customer's shoes and be able to ensure that the product or service that they're looking to try and use is easy and intuitive every single time.
Good design is meaningful to someone, it's beneficial to many, and it's crafted beautifully in every single detail.
When a product or system meets our needs over and over again, it becomes part of our identity, and for me that's great design.
Good design to me is a perfect combination of art, science and a holistic human experience.
Good design relates to function and aesthetics. The two go hand in hand. Because it's no good having something that looks good but doesn't work, and vice versa.
It transcends times and space, elevates people's quality of life, and contributes to making the world a better place.
Good design connects us. It helps us make a difference. It inspires us. Good design helps us belong. Good design can change the way we think. That's why good design is awesome.
As a designer, it's an obligation to get things right. In fact, I want to do it righter than right, and actually creates a fantastic outcome that's adding value to the world.
The value of design lies in addressing and solving the problems and opportunities of our time. It lies in creating better conditions and for creating public outcomes.
We need to get better at collecting the data and showing people the evidence of the impact of good design on their lives.
Good design is good business everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter if it's in China, US, or in Australia.
You can't put a value on design as if it was a thing that you could buy. Design is a method. Design is what makes things workable, usable. We should see it as much about culture as it is about economics and business.
I think it's for all of us as designers to work out ways in which we can illustrate the benefits of design and actually have and make an impact across our society and across our communities.
It's 60 years that I've been involved in design, and really I've seen the relevance of it go from near zero to now almost indispensable.
Measuring the impact of design, it will bring design to be better valued by industry, government, and community.
设计的价值是解决问题，不是为了强调自己的存在。如果设计师非要强调自己的存在的话，那么是在给设计制造问题和麻烦。
Australian design is kind of like up yours to the design establishment. We don't have the heritage of design, and we don't have the schools of thinking which requires you to learn an art. And so we have a much more open and challenging approach to design.
I would say unprecious, open-minded, and world-leading.
Australian design is quirky yet pragmatic.
To me, Australian design has a strong emphasis on our Australian way of life, valuing functionality, a connection to the outdoors, and a youthful identity.
3 words to describe Australian design: on the up. Another 3 words to describe Australian design would have to be at risk, vulnerable, and exposed.
We really need to stop the rip-offs for Australian design to truly progress on the world stage.
I would say that Australian design is fresh, adventurous and challenging.
If I was to use 3 words to describe Australian design, I would say it would be it's edgy, it's contemporary, and it's unrestrained.
How would I describe Australian design in 3 words? Innovative, dynamic, and colourful. I think Australian workplaces lead the world in terms of innovation and design.
Good design in Australia, what in 3 words, look at the future. I think we designers also have to move up to embrace science, to embrace technology more, so we can master them and technology is not mastering us. So my advice, risk a better future.
My view of Australian design is that it is fresh, it's innovative and it's world class.
Winning the Good Design Award for us was just the most fantastic, amazing feeling. Validation of the work and effort of hundreds of people and thousands of people in the organisation.
We use the Good Design Award as a benchmark for where we want to be consistently in the development of our products and design and innovation.
Winning a Good Design in Australia has been great for us Canadians. Seeing that we're being recognised completely on the other side of the planet, where we don't get to come very often, is quite an honour.
Winning the Good Design Award for our practice has really set the standard, and it's a standard that we now hold every other project to. So we're trying to achieve better, improved design outcomes at every stage.
Winning the Good Design Award just put us on the planet. It changed us from being a group of guys that had a passion to the fact that Wired magazine covered us and Vogue covered us and Uncrate picked us up. It was a benchmark and a stamp of approval. Our business wouldn't be what it is without the Good Design Award.
Winning a Good Design Award is really an amazing experience for a design team, a designer or a company. It's one of those unforgettable moments in time where you get the opportunity to bask in some success, reflect on the good things that you've done, and it's very nice too to have peers in industry look upon your work and recognise its success and its strengths.
I believe that Australian Good Design Award is the most honesty design award in the world.